Hello everyone, Cindy here with Monarch Mom DIY, back for today's Just One Craft Project video. Today we're going to make this really cute heart project using a silver tray from Dollar Tree, some other various hearts, and some cardboard. First we're going to start by taking our tray here, this silver tray from Dollar Tree. You can usually find these in the kitchen area by the baking pans, and I'm going to give this a good coat of Waverly chalk paint in the color Ivory. Then we'll set that aside to dry and then spray it with a clear matte spray. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a piece of cardboard that just came from a package I had, and I'm going to tear off as best I can the front layer of paper off of one side, exposing that beautiful corrugated cardboard. This will probably be the longest part of this project, just depending on how hard it is for you to get that paper off. But you can pretty much just scratch it off between the bumps of the cardboard as well, but also you're going to paint it. So if there's a little bit left, that is fine too. Next, I'm going to flip that cardboard over to the flat side, and I have 3 different heart shapes and sizes from my stash that I'm going to go ahead and trace and then cut those out. Then we're going to use a few colors of Waverly chalk paint to paint our 3 cardboard hearts as well as some smaller wooden hearts. I have white, ballet slipper, which is the pink, and crimson red. Now that we have our hearts all ready, we're going to work on some other pieces, embellishments to add to our project. I have this red and white striped fabric. I believe this came in a Magnolia Craft Club. I am going to take 3 of these strands together and make a bow. So I'm going to take one and loop it for the bow part, and then the other 2 I'm going to have hang down to be some tails. Then I'm going to tie all those together with a piece of jute twine, kind of going a little bit different than my normal crafting style, kind of, I don't know what the word is for this, a little more vintage and homespun kind of look. Then I'm going to take a couple other ribbons and laces that I have and also tie some bows. We're going to layer these on top of each other on our finished project, keeping the tails kind of long for now till we know how long they need to be. This one's really cute. I think this is a Hobby Lobby. It's a little pink and white gingham ribbon with tiny little pink pom-poms on it. Just going for a variety of Valentine type ribbons. Next, I'm going to take this chalkboard tag from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use some Tim Holtz Distressing ink to darken it up. This is instead of getting out my antique wax and then letting that dry. I'm just rubbing this Distressing ink on my tag here to darken it up in most of the places, not completely covering. And we'll also take that distressing ink around our painted and sealed tray as well to give it a little bit more of an antique look, and it helps bring out the texture, those bumps that go all the way around the edge. Next, using a black paint marker, I'm going to write on the tag All you need is love. You could write whatever sort of love phrase you want, or even just the word love or family. I just thought this is going to add a nice fun touch to this project. And we'll take that marker and go around the edges as well, again, just to add a little more interest and texture to the tag. And now we're going to start building the project on the tray. I am going to put a couple tumbling tower blocks behind my cardboard hearts just because they will be partially glued onto the edge of the tray and then down on the bottom of the tray, and I wanted them to be flat. So this is a great way to just use a couple tumbling tower blocks to be able to layer things and keep them all level. Here on my smaller painted hearts, I'm going to use some of that distress ink again, just to kind of bring them into the same look as the rest of the project. We're going to just layer these hearts on here until we get them all on. Then we're going to start layering our ribbon and fabric bows. After we get this leftover stem from a floral, look at that, we're going to add that on there so it looks like these hearts are kind of like flowers. So now we're going to start layering on the bows. Now that we have all our ribbons in place and I'm loving how this is looking, I want to add just a little bit of greenery into some of those empty spaces. Of course, you could stop here and leave your project like this, but I'm just going to cut some small pieces of plain greenery to tuck into the sides. Next, I'm going to take some jute twine and I'm going to make a hanger for our little tag here. Not sure how long I'm going to need it to be, so I'm just going to tie a knot and then we'll trim it once we decide where we're going to glue it. And we'll just add a little bit of hot glue behind the tag there so that it'll stay right there on the edge of the tray. And I love how this turned out. I hope you guys are inspired to create something like this yourself, whether it's for Valentine's or for spring. Thanks so much for joining me. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of this project. And here's some other videos you can watch until next time. Take care.